guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Alyssa and I build Lego sets as well as film lifestyle type videos. In today's video, I'm going to be building a new Lego set, but I wanted to show you guys what we built last time. This is the last Lego set that I built. This is the B1 Battle Droid, also known as the Roger guys. This one was a lot of fun to build. He also came with his own little platform, but right now displayed, I just have him sitting, as you can see. Feel free to check out this Lego building video after this one. I will try to link it somewhere. But he just sits right here on my little shelf. So for this week's video, I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently. I know in the beginning when I first started YouTube, I did a lot of talking videos where I just kind of like tell you guys about my life while I build, and recently I haven't been doing those as much. I've been getting a lot of requests that you guys really like those videos, so I thought that I would build this little Lego set and I would tell you guys about things that have been going on lately. So this is just a little brick head that we're going to be building in this video. This is the Iron Man brick head. This is the MK5 version, so it's not his typical gold. This is actually the one that's in Iron Man 2. It's the one where he is pulled out of a suitcase. So this is set number 40669. It has a total of 101 pieces in it. This set did come out on July 1st. I mentioned it in my last haul video. This is one of the sets that I accumulated on my July 1st purchases. As you guys can see from the front of the box, I hope you guys can see that. We just have the little brick head, what he's gonna look like. And then on this side, we have the version of his suit that this is also based off of. On the back, we just have another look at what he's gonna look like. So as per usual in all of the BrickHeadz, we do not have any minifigures in this one. This set does retail for $9.99, and in every single one of my Lego building videos, I have a competition going of which Lego set is most worth your money and is the lowest price per piece. So in this set, this is $9.99, and if I take that and divide it by how many pieces there are, that makes a total of 10.11 cents per piece. This is not the cheapest price per piece so far. The cheapest price is still the Revenge of the Sith Hero and Villains BrickHeadz at a total of 7.6 cents per piece. I think that's enough about this set. We are just going to crack the box open, but before I get started, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell so you can stay updated on all my future videos. Alright, so in this set we have a total of 4 bags. They're not numbered, so I'm assuming we're just going to open all of them at the same time. And then of course we have our little booklet. It doesn't seem like we have any stickers or anything like that, so I'm just going to open these and we'll get started. So if you guys are following me on any of my social medias, you will have seen that I recently got back from Hawaii. It was a very short trip. I was only there for a couple days, but I thought I would tell you guys how everything went, but I did, all that kind of stuff. So I left on a Wednesday. I didn't get there until pretty late that night, so I didn't really do a whole lot that first night, just kind of went and got some food. I got my hotel room, which my hotel was such a beautiful view. I stay at the same hotel every single time I go to Hawaii. I do go to Oahu. I've gone there for the past 4 years now. I try to figure out if there's another island I want to go to, but the other islands are a lot more chill than Oahu. Like, Oahu is definitely made for the tourists and everything like that, and so I don't like to just sit on the beach when I go somewhere. I like to do things and go places and experience different things, so I like to pick out excursions, and it feels like there's just not a lot to do in a lot of the other islands, so I like to just stick with Oahu. My hotel is on Waikiki. It's on that little strip. It's the one all the way at the end, and it has such a beautiful view. I always choose the room with a partial ocean view, and it's so pretty. I love to just sit out on the balcony. I love to wake up and just see that view from my room and everything. So yeah, the first day I got there, didn't really do a whole lot. Pretty late at night, so just kind of went to bed, and I knew I was gonna have to get up kind of early the next day, so my first official full day. I had woken up pretty early, so I got Starbucks and sat on my balcony for a while, kind of my favorite thing to do. And then I had an excursion planned where I was going to be going on a boat and trying to swim with some turtles. So the people that I booked this through, they took us out about a mile away from shore, and we were able to go to this little cove basically. That's where a lot of the turtles hang out. It was mating season right now, so they like to all hang out under this little like ledge under the water, and so I was able to see quite a few turtles. I've done this excursion quite a few times when I go to Hawaii, and I feel like the first time I went was the most turtles I've ever seen. There was so many, but this time there was still quite a few. It was a lot of fun. I always enjoy going and doing that. And then after that was done, they brought us back to shore, and there's this really good sushi spot that's like right next to it that I found out a couple years ago. So I of course had to stop by there. I was so hungry after all of the snorkeling and all the swimming with the turtles. I did bring my GoPro with me when I was snorkeling, and so I got some video of some turtles. After I ate and everything, I went back to the hotel and I basically had to immediately start getting ready because I was going to a luau that night. I debated on whether I wanted to go to a luau this time I went. I go every time. I've gone multiple times in the same trip to different luau's, and I ended up deciding that I wanted to go. So if you've never gone to Hawaii, I do highly recommend that you at least go to one of them. I know they are kind of pricey, but it's just a very cool experience to be part of, and you get to try all their food. The Kahlua pork is always so good, and their Hawaiian macaroni salad, which is definitely different than American macaroni salad. It's so much better in Hawaii. And they just have a bunch of different foods that you can try basically, and it's all so delicious. And then after you're done eating, they put on their performance show thing. I don't know what exactly they call it, but it's something like that, and I always really like watching it. It's always so much fun, and I always hope every single time that I'm not one of the ones that gets chosen to have to like go on stage and dance or like something like that. I definitely thought I was going to be picked this year, but thankfully I was not. I am not that type of person, but it was still a lot of fun. I got some really pretty pictures and everything because the one that I went to is right off the beach, so it was a beautiful sunset. And then by the time that was all done, it was time to go home, and it was pretty dark, pretty late, so just ended up going to bed after that because I then again had an even earlier morning the next day. So on day 2, I ended up going to another snorkeling company, and this one was going to be swimming with sharks. And this is one of my absolute favorite things to do in Hawaii. You go to the North Shore, and there's a few different companies that do them, that put them on, and basically the one that I went through, it was you were in the cage. I've done both where you're in the cage and outside of the cage, and I prefer the in the cage one more just because when you're outside of the cage, the people who are diving with you and the divers and everything try to get the sharks a little farther away from you. And when you're inside the cage, you're pretty protected in there, and so they like to try to entice the sharks to get as close to the cage as possible. And since I did bring my GoPro on this trip, I brought it with me for that, and I brought it with me in the water. Something that I've learned over the years is the earlier in the morning you go, the less choppy the water is. I'm not the type of person that usually gets seasick. I don't think I've ever gotten seasick. I was the 8:30 time slot, so that's pretty early anyways. And even at that time, the water was so choppy, and like once you get into the cage and everything, you're kind of sloshing back and forth, and it was just a lot. And by the time I got out of that cage, I was not feeling good. I've never thrown up. I've never even felt anything involving like being seasick or anything like that. So it was really weird for me, but it hurt my stomach. But I saw so many cool sharks. They're only Galapagos sharks. Every once in a while, the company said that they would see like tiger sharks or something like that. And typically they don't like when the tiger sharks are around because obviously they're a lot more aggressive and everything like that. So typically when you go on these excursions, shark diving and things like that, there's a lot of other people that are there with you too. So it wasn't just me. It was a lot of other people, a lot of other groups. I was talking to this one couple. They had their kids there, and they were telling me how they went to South Africa and they did the shark diving in the cage, and it was with great white sharks. That sounds terrifying, but I feel like once in my life I would want to do that. If you've ever done anything like that, if you've done it with the great whites, let me know your experience, how it was. I've seen so many videos where the great whites end up getting inside the cage, so that kind of scares me a little bit. But after I got done with that, they brought us back to shore, and I ended up going down the street to this breakfast place, another place I found kind of as I've been going throughout the years. So yeah, once I was done with that, done eating, I went back to my hotel and had to start getting ready again because in a couple hours I was going to be heading down the street in Waikiki, and I was going to be going on this all-inclusive booze cruise catamaran. It's something I figured out the first time I went as well. I have to do this at least once in my trip. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do. This one was the fireworks version of it. So every Friday, I believe it is, there's a certain hotel off of the Waikiki Strip that will set off fireworks, and the catamarans take advantage of this, and they take you out on the boat. They offer you free alcohol, or not free alcohol, but like unlimited. Like, you obviously pay for it in like your cost of the catamaran, but you can get as much as you want as long as you're on the boat. And once you get off, obviously they're no longer going to serve you. And typically I try to get on their little nets that they have in the back, and it's super peaceful and relaxing, and one of my favorite things to do while I'm there. And then after you get off the boat, there's this restaurant that's right around the corner from where you get off, and usually where I like to eat after I've been drinking for a little while. And then after that, I just kind of walk back to my hotel and I go to sleep. So now we're on to day number 3, which is the last day I was in Hawaii. And it's super sad because one of the things that I really like to do is this breakfast cruise, and it ended up being canceled on me the day before, so I wasn't able to do that, but it was a sign for me that I was gonna go get a tattoo. I had been debating on doing this the whole trip. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to go through with it, but that cruise getting canceled left me with enough time to be able to, so I felt like that was a sign for me. So I walked down the Waikiki Strip, and there's this tattoo shop I've gotten a couple tattoos from, and I ended up getting a couple there. I'm not gonna show them to you just yet because they look pretty crappy right now because they're all peeling, but hopefully in like a week or two they'll look good and I'll like show you guys. But basically I got 3 small tattoos. One of them is Ahsoka's little symbol. One of them is Captain Rex's little horns on his helmet, and then the other one is Captain Rex's clone number. Been really debating on getting those for quite a while, and I'm so happy that I finally decided to do it, especially in Hawaii. Like, I feel like that's just a great experience to get tattoos while you travel. So I ended up getting that. I was a little crunched for time by the end, but I made it to my last thing, which was the catamaran again. Ended up doing that twice, and the second time was definitely better than the first, I feel like. And then after that, I went back to my hotel room, went to bed, and then the next morning I was leaving. And so it was such a fast trip, but I had so much fun. I didn't end up getting any type of souvenirs or anything like that because I've been there quite a few times now. Well, so I'm okay with that, but I'm a little sad to be back home, but I do have a few more trips planned this year. I have one that has already been booked, so in a couple months I'm gonna end up going to Boston and Salem. It's gonna be like a 2-place trip thing. They're pretty close together, so I'm gonna be going for Halloween time. And if you guys didn't know, Halloween is my absolute favorite time of year. I love the fall, I love all the decor and just the vibe of everything. I think it's so cute. So I will be going to those places. If you've been there before, I would love any of your recommendations of what you think I should check out or things like that. I am going to be going to a baseball game while I'm in Boston. I feel like I need to do that. So definitely want to check out the Cheers bar and just some historic things like that. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, that's my next trip that I have planned. It's not going to be a super long one, just for a couple days, so I can't believe that we are already almost done with July. I think by the time you guys are seeing this video, actually, we will just about have hit August. To me, August is the start of spooky time. That's when I allow myself to start decorating for Halloween. So I cannot wait for that. I've been seeing a lot of people posting about how some stores have Halloween stuff out, so I think in the next couple weeks, I will be going and checking those out. I could definitely do a haul video for you guys of any Halloween stuff I get if you want to see that. I also saw that Vans Warped Tour is going on right now, so I'm filming this the weekend before I'm posting this. So today is, I think, the first day of it. I actually went to Warped Tour the year that I graduated from high school. So I graduated in 2015. I went exactly 10 years ago. This is 10 years since I have graduated from high school, which is so crazy to me. Okay, well, that's about all I had to talk to you guys about, and coincidentally we are also done with this Lego set. It was a very tiny little set, a little BrickHead. I love these little BrickHeads. They pull at my heartstrings every time I see these little things. I'm so glad to start with my first Marvel one. I have quite a few BrickHeads behind me. I don't know if you can see these, but all of these right here are Star Wars ones. I also have a few more in their packages as well. I have a bunch of them that I'm going to be doing for the next next little while. So this is what the Iron Man one looked like. I'll try to show you up close as much as I possibly can. Sometimes it has a little bit hard time focusing. So yeah, this is our little guy. I really liked building this set. He looks so cute and adorable. I do like the gold version of Iron Man a little bit better than the silver, so I feel like I would have liked that one a little bit better, but this one's still pretty cute. So I'm happy with how it turned out and everything like that. If you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell so you can stay updated on all my future videos. And with that, me and little Iron Man say goodbye.